Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo. Check. How much can religion really teach me what's next? Cause how much can a living man teach me about death? Yo. How much can a prison really teach to those men? Such a division enclosed in those pens. Yo. It gets deep when the sun drops. Nothing sweet in the street when the love lost. Something mean in the glove box. Another teen left to bleed at a bus stop. Life's too hard for these boys and girls, growing up too fast to enjoy the world. Just destroy themselves, drinking water from a poisoned well. Mad division, ideologies and isms. Bad decision, politicking on religions. Yo, honestly, it's gotta be just love, equality and giving. Ain't got a problem how you living. See, my mother taught me love for every creed and colour. Cream pecan or peanut butter. Strong coffee or a weak cuppa. We're all equal to each other. This is the 1, 2, 3, your mind. This for putting up your feet, 4, 5. This is the 1, 2, 3, your mind. This for putting up your feet, 4, 5. This is the 1, 2, 3, your mind. This for putting up your feet, 4, 5. Only 6 degrees separate the sapiens. We all the same kind. Free your mind, free your mind, free your mind. Free your mind, free your mind, free your mind. Free your mind, free your mind, free your mind. Yeah. We all the same. One has to be free for the sake of sanity. Not wanna get caught in a cage of vanity. Fuck politics, who's gonna save humanity? Right, rare haze, everyone's running, it's mad to me. Seems all the spin, smoke screens, the savagery. I'll be sitting bunning my ting, seeking clarity. Got me questioning why some are living so lavishly. It brings a tears to my eye when I picture the poverty. Man, how we gonna find the quality and see change when everyone is just a wannabe? It's all strange then. I try stay clear from the waste men. Time is a teacher, no time for wasting. In my spare time I taught truth to the nation. We gotta build on truth, it is the foundation. Don't follow the leaders cause the leaders are blind. We said this one's for freeing your mind, now be a line. This is the 1, 2, 3, your mind. This for putting up your feet, 4, 5. This is the 1, 2, 3, your mind. This for putting up your feet, 4, 5. This is the 1, 2, 3, your mind. This for putting up your feet, 4, 5. Only 6 degrees separate the sapiens. We all the same kind. Free your mind, free your mind, free your mind. Free your mind, free your mind, free your mind. Free your mind, free your mind, free your mind. Yeah, we all the same kind. The land of Morleys and money in a shoebox. It gets gully in the summer when it's too hot. Tempers high like the temperature, but nothing sunny when the mood drops. Nothing nice when the heat sparks. Sirens, police cars try just to keep calm. Blue lights shine as they speed past. The night's bright but the street's dark. Free your mind, free your mind, free your mind. Free your mind, free your mind, free your mind. Free your mind, free your mind, free your mind.
Start selling online with Shopify.
to myself, I keep. That's the recipe. Greediness is an ingredient to less asleep. Rest easy, get one blessings in the threaded sheets. By my book of life with lessons deep. Accept defeat as a cost and not a loss. A pause is nothing more than a play involved in. Days are short and when you're the sun, its weight revolves in. Let it rise in another's eyes. The death one thing, the total some demise. My daughter looking at me. She the difference in me being not just looking happy. Prioritize my mortality, not immortalize. The metaphor for my methods would be my daughter's eyes. My elder told me I'm the first man that she would love. Good luck to the person that hopes to be above. I seen enough to help me beat the bluff. The beast display your lovely feast, don't need to eat it up. Help yourself. I just mind, abide by own rules, guidelines, blueprints, white lines, roll through, drive by. I just mind, abide by own rules, guidelines, blueprints, white lines, roll through, drive by. I was never one for crowds and overt noise. God showed a sense of humor through my work choice. So the stage became a sacrificial altar. Not a pound of flesh, but the feelings nonetheless. So when I'm done, I jet. Recharging what is left in a 3-star room and the irons unequipped. Straighten out the here and now. Tears reserved for people who feel that they are beneath you. Sympathy is scarce when the shoulder just wants to be you. Confessions in the mirror again. A direction to correction. Be clearer with pens. If I wrote this on the wall, I need medication. But if I write this in the pad, that's just meditation. A thin line between wallpaper stationery. The thoughts you applaud, mine don't think they scary. So I keep to myself, what cannot be explained, and entertain with what remains with no shame. I just mind, abide by own rules, guidelines, blueprints, white lines, roll through. Drive by, I just mind, abide by own rules, guidelines, blueprints, white lines, roll through, drive by. Abide by my own rules, guidelines, blueprints, white lines, roll through, drive by. I just mind, abide by my own rules, guidelines, blueprints, white lines, roll through, drive by.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. All right, it's King of High Yourself, aka Aladdin. Let me know if y'all hear me, man. Gratitude to all that resonate in the chizat. Hope you high vibrational. You know what I mean? Hope you take care of yourself. The goddess of love, my Duke's in the building. Yup. Mommy Chula for you. The goddess in the building. Much love. Keisha in the building. Gratitude. As always, love. Sun Kiss. Thanks for swinging through, goddess. Appreciate you. Latel Tinwell, aka Coppertone, aka the one they love to hate. Peace and love, bro. God. AKD. Alexis Kinsey Davis. Gratitude. Thanks for coming through. We about to talk about and how to utilize the words for your benefit. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm gonna start off with the first agreement. Reason why I'm bringing the first agreement up is because there's 4 agreements by Don Ruiz. He's a Toltec. He relates to the Toltecs. You know, this wisdom I'm talking about comes from the Toltecs. So we gonna start there. You know, impeccable with your word. Play a few more clips basically, and it's gonna create the build. I'm gonna open the panel as well after this, but I just want to set the tone for exactly what we are going to be talking about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I hope y'all having a cool Mercury day, aka Wednesday, aka Hump Day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna get into that. How y'all feeling, man? Y'all doing good? I hope so. You feel me though? All right, getting everything set up. Cool. Happy y'all all popped up. Happy y'all all popped up. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all some love on the feed. Appreciate you all for showing up for yourself. Teach yourself something as you listen to this. You know what I mean? Because I can't teach you nothing. You can only teach yourself. You know what I mean? People be thinking they teaching people shit when really it's up to that person to teach themselves that shit. You feel me? But I ain't gonna get too carried away because I do want to stick to what the bill's about. All right, hold on. How is this in the way? Oh, this is about to irritate me.
First agreement is the
All right, cool. Damn. Shit popping up. I hate that about the internet. Why does shit pop up? All this extra shit that I did not ask for. All right, so yeah, let's get back to it. My bad, y'all. Technical difficulties. Then my internet's moving slow. That's what it is. You know how it goes sometimes. Sun Kiss and Super Sense. Y'all say what's up, Sun Kiss. Super Sense. Peace and love, bro. God. Gratitude. All right, yeah, all right, cool. We back. We back in action. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoying y'all day though. I am doing fine myself. As a matter of fact, you know, I took some sea moss a few minutes ago, got some apple juice up here, just rolled up a blunt. Yeah, I made a few dollars, few $100, about $150 before I got here on this live. You know, I'll be making my little moves. You know, you got to stay balanced in this whole situation of life. Hold on. There we go. You know what I mean? You got to stay balanced through it all. All right, let's get it going. Shout out to Sister Ama for the intro. You know what I mean? Shout out to the goddess. But yeah, let's get into it.
The most important one, and also the most difficult one to honor. It is so important that with just this first agreement, you will be able to transcend to the level of existence I call heaven on earth. The first agreement is to be impeccable with your word. It sounds very simple, but it is very, very powerful. Why your word? Your word is the power that you have to create. Your word is the gift that comes directly from God. The Gospel of John in the Bible, speaking of the creation of the universe, says, "In the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word is God." Through the Word you express your creative power. It is through the Word that you manifest everything. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent manifests through the Word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will all be manifested through the Word. The Word is not just a sound or a written symbol. The Word is a force. It is the power you have to express and communicate, to think, and thereby to create the events in your life. You can speak. What other animal on the planet can speak? The Word is the most powerful tool you have as a human. It is the tool of magic. But like a sword with two edges, your word can create the most beautiful dream, or your word can destroy everything around you. One edge is the misuse of the word, which creates a living hell. The other edge is the impeccability of the word, which will only create beauty, love, and heaven on earth. Depending upon how it is used, the word can set you free, or it can enslave you even more than you know. All the magic you possess is based on your word. Your word is pure magic, and misuse of your word is black magic. The word is so powerful that one word can change a life or destroy the lives of millions of people. Some years ago, one man in Germany, by the use of the word, manipulated a whole country of the most intelligent people. He led them into a world war with just the power of his word. He convinced others to commit the most atrocious acts of violence. He activated people's fear with the word, and like a big explosion, there was killing and war all around the world. All over the world, humans destroyed other humans because they were afraid of each other. Hitler's word, based on fear-generated beliefs and agreements, will be remembered for centuries. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. The seeds are opinions, ideas, and concepts. You plant a seed, a thought, and it grows. The word is like a seed, and the human mind is so fertile. The only problem is that too often it is fertile for the seeds of fear. Every human mind is fertile, but only for those kinds of seeds it is prepared for. What is important is to see which kind of seeds our mind is fertile for, and to prepare it to receive the seeds of love. Take the example of Hitler. He sent out all those seeds of fear, and they grew very strong and beautifully achieved massive destruction. Seeing the awesome power of the word, we must understand what power comes out of our mouths. One fear or doubt planted in our mind can create an endless drama of events. One word is like a spell, and humans use the word like black magicians, thoughtlessly putting spells on each other. Every human is a magician, and we can either put a spell on someone with our word, or we can release someone from a spell. We cast spells all the time with our opinions. An example. I see a friend and give him an opinion that just popped into my mind. I say, I see that kind of color in your face in people who are going to get cancer. If he listens to the word, and if he agrees, he'll have cancer in less than 1 year. That is the power of the word. During our domestication, our parents and siblings gave their opinions about us without even thinking. We believed these opinions, and we lived in fear over these opinions, like not being good at swimming, or sports, or writing. Someone gives an opinion and says, "Look, this girl is ugly." The girl listens, believes she is ugly, and grows up with the idea that she is ugly. It doesn't matter how beautiful she is. As long as she has that agreement, she will believe that she is ugly. That is the spell that she is under. By hooking our attention, the word can enter our mind and change a whole belief for better or worse. Another example. You may believe you're stupid, and you may have believed this for as long as you can remember. This agreement can be very tricky, causing you to do a lot of things just to ensure that you are stupid. You may do something and think to yourself, "I wish I were smart, but I must be stupid or I wouldn't have done that." The mind goes in hundreds of different directions, and we could spend days getting hooked by just that one belief in our own stupidity. Then one day, someone hooks your attention, and using the word lets you know that you are not stupid. You believe what the person says and make a new agreement. As a result, you no longer feel or act stupid. A whole spell is broken just by the power of the word. Conversely, if you believe you are stupid and someone hooks your attention and says, "Yes, you are really the most stupid person I have ever met," the agreement will be reinforced and become even stronger. Now let's see what the word impeccability means. Impeccable comes from the Latin peccatus, which means sin. The im in impeccable means without. So impeccable means without sin. Religions talk about sin and sinners, but let's understand what it really means to sin. A sin is anything you do that goes against yourself. Everything you
Now, remember what he just said. He said that a sin is anything that you do against yourself. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about that for all those that's listening that may want to hop up here. That is deep what he said. He said sin is anything that goes against yourself. So let's keep that in mind as we keep listening. That's something I want to build on.
feel or believe or say that goes against yourself is a sin. You go against yourself when you judge or blame yourself for anything. Being without sin is exactly the opposite. Being impeccable is not going against yourself.
Can y'all hear me? And can y'all hear the video? I said y'all putting twos up. Can y'all hear me? Put a one in if y'all hear me now. I think my internet acting weird. Can y'all hear me? Mic check, mic check. Yeah, I took the video down real quick. I'm gonna share in a minute. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. I think I gotta reshare because internet acting weird today. That's all. But we gonna get back to it. We just on pause. All right. Let me know if y'all can hear the video once I push play.
You'll be selfish with me. If I use the word to put a spell on you, you are going to put a spell on me. Being impeccable with your word is the correct use of your energy. It means to use your energy in the direction of truth and love for yourself. If you make an agreement with yourself to be impeccable with your word, just with that intention, the truth will manifest through you and clean all the emotional poison that exists within you. But making this agreement is difficult because we have learned to do precisely the opposite. We have learned to lie as a habit of our communication with others and, more importantly, with ourselves. We are not impeccable with the word. The power of the word is completely misused in hell. We use the word to curse, to blame, to find guilt, to destroy. Of course, we also use it in the right way, but not too often. Mostly we use the word to spread our personal poison, to express anger, jealousy, envy, and hate. The word is pure magic, the most powerful gift we have as humans, and we use it against ourselves. We plan revenge. We create chaos with the word. We use the word to create hate between different races, between different people, between families, between nations. We misuse the word so often, and this misuse is how we create and perpetuate the dream of hell. Misuse of the word is how we pull each other down and keep each other in a state of fear and doubt, because the word is the magic that humans possess, and misuse of the word is black magic. We are using black magic all the time without knowing that our word is magic at all. There was a woman, for example, who was intelligent and had a very good heart. She had a daughter whom she adored and loved very much. One night she came home from a very bad day at work, tired, full of emotional tension, and with a terrible headache. She wanted peace and quiet, but her daughter was singing and jumping happily. The daughter was unaware of how her mother was feeling. She was in her own world, in her own dream. She felt so wonderful, and she was jumping and singing louder and louder, expressing her joy and her love. She was singing so loud that it made her mother's headache even worse, and at a certain moment the mother lost control. Angrily, she looked at her beautiful little girl and said, "Shut up, you have an ugly voice. Can you just shut up?" The truth is that the mother's tolerance for any noise was non-existent. It was not that the little girl's voice was ugly, but the daughter believed what her mother said, and in that moment she made an agreement with herself. After that, she no longer sang, because she believed her voice was ugly and would bother anyone who heard it. She became shy at school, and if she was asked to sing, she refused. Even speaking to others became difficult for her. Everything changed in the little girl because of this new agreement. She believed she must repress her emotions in order to be accepted and loved. Whenever we hear an opinion,
Now think about that. How many of us may have went through a scenario or situation with our parents or loved ones or friends saying something to us about either how we sing, look, think, talk, act, etc., to where it created a paradigm or a thought form in ourselves to where we changed or we move different now just because what someone said. And see, like what he's talking about, you may even the ones that have children, you may have done that um subconsciously, you like you said, like he said, really the mother just wanted peace of mind, but because what she said to her daughter changed the way her daughter moved as she got older. You know what I'm saying? So that's a perfect example of how powerful your words is. It's a lot we finna get into. I'm gonna keep playing. I just wanted to you know, mention that real quick. Let's get back to the video.
And believe it. We make an agreement, and it becomes part of our belief system. This little girl grew up, and even though she had a beautiful voice, she never sang again. She developed a whole complex from one spell. The spell was cast upon her by the one who loved her the most, her own mother. Her mother didn't notice what she did with her word. She didn't notice that she used black magic and put a spell on her daughter. She didn't know the power of her word, and therefore she isn't to blame. She did what her own mother, father, and others had done to her in many ways. They misused the word. How many times do we do this with our own children? We give them these types of opinions, and our children carry that black magic for years and years. People who love us do black magic on us, but they don't know what they do. That is why we must forgive them. They don't know what they do. Another example. You awake in the morning feeling very happy. You feel so wonderful you stay 1 or 2 hours in front of the mirror making yourself beautiful. Well, one of your best friends says, "What has happened to you? You look so ugly. Look at that dress you're wearing. You look ridiculous." That's it. That is enough to put you all the way down in hell. Maybe this girlfriend just told you this to hurt you, and she did. She gave you an opinion with all the power of her word behind it. If you accept the opinion, it becomes an agreement now, and you put all your power into that opinion. That opinion becomes black magic.
Something else I want to mention. Um, he used the word hell. He used the word sin. We're going back to words, right? Hell, sin, God, the devil are used or known as Christianity type of words, right? So where I'm at with it, I want to break down why he utilized the word hell and how hell can exist based upon an overstanding the word. See, it gets deep with these words. You know what I mean? Because if you're paying attention, he's using certain words. Now, some people could get triggered if they are anti-religious and they hear the word hell or sin as they're listening, because they may think Christian wise. But I understand where he's coming from based upon the perspective. You know what I'm saying? It gets deep with these words. So I want to keep that in mind that he's using these certain words and we can like dissect that as well. But yeah, let's get back to it.
These types of spells are difficult to break. The only thing that can break a spell is to make a new agreement based on truth. The truth is the most important part of being impeccable with your word. On one side of the sword are the lies which create black magic, and on the other side of the sword is the truth which has the power to break the spell of black magic. Only the truth will set us free. Looking at everyday human interactions, imagine how many times we cast spells on each other with our word. Over time, this interaction has become the worst form of black magic, and we call it gossip. Gossip is black magic at its very worst because it is pure poison. We learned how to gossip by agreement. When we were children, we heard the adults around us gossiping all the time, openly giving their opinions about other people. They even had opinions about people they didn't know. Emotional poison was transferred along with the opinions, and we learned this as the normal way to communicate. Gossiping has become the main form of communication in human society. It has become the way we feel close to each other, because it makes us feel better to see someone else feel as badly as we do. There's an old expression that says, misery likes company, and people who are suffering in hell don't want to be all alone. Fear and suffering are an important part of the dream of the planet. They are how the dream of the planet keeps us down. Using the analogy of the human mind as a computer, gossip can be compared to a computer virus. A computer virus is a piece of computer language written in the same language all the other codes are written in, but with a harmful intent. This code is inserted into the program of your computer when you least expect it, and most of the time without your awareness. After this code has been introduced, your computer doesn't work quite right, or it doesn't function at all because the codes get so mixed up with so many conflicting messages that it stops producing good results. Human gossip works exactly the same way. For example, you're beginning a new class with a new teacher, and you've looked forward to it for a long time. On the first day of class, you run into someone who took the class before who tells you, "Oh, that instructor was such a pompous jerk. He didn't know what he was talking about, and he was a pervert too, so watch out." You are immediately imprinted with the word and the emotional code the person had when saying this. But what you're not aware of is his or her motivation in telling you. This person could be angry for failing the class, or simply making an assumption based on fears and prejudices. But because you have learned to ingest information like a child, some part of you believes the gossip, and you go on to the class. As the teacher speaks, you feel the poison come up inside you, and you don't realize you see the teacher through the eyes of the person who gave you that gossip. Then you start talking to other people in the class about this, and they start to see the teacher in the same way, as a jerk and a pervert. You really hate the class, and soon you decide to drop out. You blame the teacher, but it is gossip that is to blame. All of this mess can be caused by one little computer virus. One little piece of misinformation can break down communication between people, causing every person it touches to become infected and contagious to others. Imagine that every single time others gossip to you, they insert a computer virus into your mind, causing you to think a little less clearly every time. Then imagine that in an effort to clean up your own confusion and get some relief from the poison, you gossip and spread these viruses to someone else. Now imagine this pattern going on in a never-ending chain between all the humans on Earth. The result is a world full of humans who can only read information through circuits that are clogged with a poisonous, contagious virus. Even worse are the black magicians or computer hackers who intentionally spread the virus. Think back to a time when you or someone you know was angry with someone else and desired revenge. In order to seek revenge, you said something to or about that person with the intention of spreading poison and making that person feel bad about him or herself. As children, we do this quite thoughtlessly, but as we grow older, we become much more calculated in our efforts to bring other people down. Then we lie to ourselves and say that person received a just punishment for their wrongdoing. When we see the world through a computer virus, it is easy to justify the cruelest behavior. What we don't see is that misuse of our word is putting us deeper into hell. For years, we've received the gossip and spells from the words of others, but also from the way we use our word with ourselves. We talk to ourselves constantly, and most of the time we say things like, "Oh, I look fat. I look ugly. I'm getting old. I'm losing my hair. I'm stupid. I never understand anything. I will never be good enough, and I am never going to be perfect." Do you see how we use the word against ourselves? We must begin to understand what the word is and what the word does. If you understand the first agreement, be impeccable with your word, you begin to see all the changes that can happen in your life. Changes first in the way you deal with yourself, and later in the way you deal with other people, especially those you love the most. Consider how many times you have gossiped about the person you love the most to gain the support of others for your point of view. How many times have you hooked other people's attention and spread poison about your loved one in order to make your opinion right? Your opinion is nothing but your point of view. It is not necessarily true. Your opinion comes from your beliefs, your own ego, and your own dream. We create all this poison and spread it to others just so we can feel right about our own point of view. If we adopt the first agreement and become impeccable with our word, any emotional poison will eventually be cleaned from our mind and from our communication and our personal relationships, including with our pet dog or cat. Impeccability of the word will also give you immunity from anyone putting a negative spell on you. You will only receive a negative idea if your mind is fertile ground for that idea. When you become impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for words that come from black magic. Instead, it is fertile for the words that come from love. You can measure the impeccability of your word by your level of self-love. How much you love yourself and how you feel about yourself are directly proportionate to the quality and integrity of your word. When you are impeccable with your word, you feel good, you feel happy, and at peace. You can transcend the dream of hell just by making the agreement to be impeccable with your word. Right now, I'm planting that seed in your mind. Whether or not the seed grows depends upon how fertile your mind is for the seeds of love. It's up to you to make the agreement to be impeccable with your word. Nurture this seed, and as it grows in your mind, it will generate more seeds of love to replace the seeds of fear. The first agreement will change the kind of seeds your mind is fertile for. The first agreement is one you should make if you want to be free, if you want to be happy, if you want to transcend the level of existence that is hell. To be impeccable with your word is very powerful. Use the word in the correct way. Use the word to share your love. Use white magic, beginning with yourself. Tell yourself how wonderful you are, how great you are. Tell yourself how much you love yourself. Use the word to break all those teeny tiny agreements that make you suffer. Just this one agreement can change your whole life. Impeccability of the word can lead you to personal freedom, to huge success and abundance. It can take away all fear and transform it into joy and love. Just imagine what you can create with impeccability of the word. You can transcend the dream of fear and live a different life. You can live in heaven in the middle of thousands of people living in hell because you are immune to that hell. You can attain the kingdom of heaven from this one agreement. Be impeccable with your word.
Okay. Yeah, because my cousin Jamal's gonna drive the next day and shit. All right, bro. Well, let me get back to my live. I'm gonna hit you back. Yep, yep. All right, bro. Sorry about that, y'all. I had a phone call at the end. But yeah, man, powerful, 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 powerful introduction. Powerful introduction. Be impeccable with your word. Be impeccable with your word. Have you been impeccable with your word? How often do you gossip? You know what I'm saying? That gossip is something deep. That's like, or even speaking about a person you love, like you said. Think about the loved ones you have, from family to significant others, etc. And they did something, and then you go and start speaking about what they did and expressing negative energy about the situation, to where it keeps it going like a turmoil. You know what I'm saying? It just keeps going. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play another clip here too. Just a little small one. I dropped a link. Let's talk. I want to talk about the hell part, the sin part, words in general, even utilizing the words that come from Christianity and flipping it into a higher understanding of what that word really is. You know what I'm saying? Because all words is energy. If you're a true alchemist with energy, you know what I mean? I'm a wordsmith. That's why I'm able to rap, write poetry, um, build with certain people that dissect words. Like, that's how I got attracted to Huey, Mind's Eye. Mommy Chula be breaking it down in the chats all the time. There's a few of us that be on that word stuff, but it's like you grasp the understanding of what a true you know what the true alchemy is. Hold on, man. Everybody want to call me for some reason. Apologies, man. I'm a busy dude, y'all. Golly. That's how it is when you're an entrepreneur, man. People be want to talk to you all the time. Business moves. Brother from another, learning and build. Ding. Bro, God. Thanks for coming through. Damn, where was I at, man? About to turn my phone off. I was going somewhere. Oh yeah, the Christian words. We could talk about that. Um, yeah, I want to talk about those things. You know, how we utilizing words and even speaking a certain way in our life about certain things. You know what I mean? Like speaking negatively, or how many times have you spoke about someone? You know what I'm saying? Or spoke positivity into someone, because you can do either or. You know what I mean? Words do create your reality. Words do create your reality, and this is something I've been working on for years. Like, we're programmed to think a certain way on the way we speak as well. You know what I mean? So it's like a paradigm shift. Uh, you gotta create paradigm shifts as well, man. Get deep. But I hope y'all learned or taught yourself something. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all taught yourself something. Darn. I'm trying to find certain videos. It gets deep, man. All right, here we go. Like videos. I do my best to work on speaking correctly, and even gossiping. Like, that's a real hard one. Believe it or not, we all gossip, and us gossiping creates a lot of things as well. You know, and the thing is, it gets so deep to where the government and society put things in front of you so that you do speak about it into existence. I think like even with movies, like something I came to realize is they put things on TV or on movies or on TV shows that may not have happened, but because we may speak about it because people are into it and it's the mass consciousness of people speaking about this, it becomes a reality. So it's like predictive programming is not literally just putting something in front of you that they already gonna do, but it's putting it in front of you so that you can speak it into existence for them. You know, it gets real deep with this word and understanding like how deep it go. For real, for real. There's like levels to this shit. For real. All right. You know, because I mean it's the same way they do that with these religious doctrines, the books. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think that when you go to these churches or any indoctrination of spiritual spirituality, they tend to like have a speaker? Damn it. They tend to have like a speaker talking. You know what I'm saying? My internet is acting funky today. Yeah, they tend to always have a speaker and they preaching, telling you they're what they think. You know what I mean? A lot of the time, they're not even telling you what's in the Bible. That's what's so crazy. It's like the spells on spells upon spells upon spells. You know what I mean? Words on top of words on top of words. Because there's so many words that is utilized in that Bible to where a person can finesse it into their own type of, you know, thought form or indoctrination and spell. And that's why you got different churches, different religions, different thought form. Not every you run into Christians, they don't even think the same about the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You got all these different branches because of the words. You can say a word, just like I was saying, I can say the word God, and because I say the word God, you may be triggered based upon the indoctrination form you have in your mind that I'm talking about a sky daddy that religion has gave you. You get what I'm saying? But I could be saying God is just the positive energy. God is just the higher self. God is just the light. But I utilize the word God. Or I could use the word devil, and all I'm talking about is the lower frequency, aka negative frequency, aka the shadow. You know what I'm saying? So even if I'm listening to a Christian, say they're trying to explain what they're going through in their life to me, this is how I think. Give y'all a paradigm of how I think. If there's someone coming to me in a biblical way about how they feel about what they're going through in their life, and they utilizing the word God or utilizing the word devil, what I do without even trying to unindoctrinate them, because like I'm over that. Like sometimes you get lost in that, you know. So I just listen to people. But what I do is understand that at the end of the day, there's a positive and a negative. So anytime you want to utilize the devil, it's not an actual figure being on this earth, but it's just that energy of what they consider the devil to be, which is what a negative energy. So if you're telling me, oh yeah, the devil's doing this and this and that, it could be really you. You could be the devil in your own life, but you just saying the devil because of your indoctrination. But I could look at you like, well, you're dealing with negative energy, so this is why you're dealing with that. But you want to utilize the word devil. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But this is a higher understanding of the words that people use. And it when you get into it like that, it kind of keeps you from conflict or that gossip or even not using the words you want to use because you're not triggering them. Like, I could be mad at they're using the word God and devil, right? But if I express that to them, that's going to have a cause and effect as well. And then now we can get caught up in the Bible argument. But do I even want to do that? You get what I'm saying? Do I even want to deal with that? Some people do. So yeah, if that's what you want to do, then teach his own. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But it's like at certain times, it's like you gotta utilize your mind based upon how they use the word or what the word means to them. But you also want to be careful when they do use them words. You don't want to be stuck around people utilizing them words because you can get lost in, their ideology if they keep using that word around you and you're not protecting yourself in a sense. You know what I mean? It gets deep. That's just how I think a little bit. All right, yeah, I was gonna pull up a video. I got caught up ranting about the words. Bam, like videos. Man, why is my internet acting weird? Oh shit. Let's see. Can y'all hear me? Cause my internet acting weird. If not, I'm gonna just keep venting. Let me make sure. All right, everything good on my phone. It's my damn computer acting weird. Put something in the chat if y'all hear me, please. Cause I've been going. All right, yeah, it's my computer or YouTube, I should say. But y'all get what I'm saying? I hope y'all get what I'm saying. We now know the truth, yet people rather remain ignorant. Indeed, that's true. You know what I'm saying? I get that. I get that. Mind's eye, bro. God, peace and love. Peace and love. Uh, the words is deep. You know what I'm saying? Because if I utilize the word God, are you gonna think I'm talking about a sky daddy, or do you understand that there's just a higher energy that I'm utilizing, or there's a higher purpose out here? You know what I mean? And I'm tapping into my God energy, what we call God. You know what I'm saying? Um, Hopefully YouTube acting right on my side because I want to play one more video. If not, I'm gonna just rant a little bit more until one of y'all hop up here. But yeah, the Four Agreements also. The Four Agreements is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. It's by Don Miguel Ruiz. Again, that was the first chapter of that book we was listening to. The first chapter is called Be Impeccable with Your Word. The Four Agreements is the book that I am talking about. That's the title of the book, and that chapter was called Be Impeccable with Your Word, which is the title of this video that we are streaming. It is a beautiful book. I've read that book about 3 times. I've been on that book for about 4 to 5 years. It's my favorite book. I don't really read that many books. I do have some books. I got some books up here. But my second favorite book is by him. He's actually my favorite author after I read this book here. It's called The Mastery of Love, which is fire. Like, honestly, the Four Agreements is my favorite book, to be honest. But this one has the most gems. The Mastery Love, because it's talking about all the Four Agreements within one book without separating them in chapters and bringing love into it, which is like the highest vibration. And it gets deep because it definitely make you look in the mirror, boy. But great books. I know a lot of people have their feelings about books or whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna give you some books to read because I'd rather you read a book that's gonna give you some self-reflection, self-improvement than being on a TV screen, video on your phone or a computer screen. because I mean we're doing it now, but like sometimes it's good to separate from this digital black mirror. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. So, all right. I'm getting frustrated with this damn internet, boy. I don't know why it's been acting like that. Greedy vegan, bro. God, my motherfucking rap partner. Gratitude, man. Hope you doing well. Hope y'all doing well. Damn, it's YouTube. Everything else is my YouTube is acting weird. Yeah, it's acting weird. Fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna just vent, man. But yeah, the word here. I'm gonna put the link in the chat one more time. Anybody want to hop up? If not, I'll just keep going a little bit more. But yeah, that word is powerful, man. That word is powerful. So you just gotta really understand the word and what the word is. As a matter of fact, because I am kind of in the screen sharing mood, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn my camera off. Y'all got to see how I look. Looking a little rough. My beard all wild right now. But and I'm gonna remove myself or turn my camera off, I should say. So golly. If you ever seen Mercury retrograde technical difficulties is right now. Sheesh. All right, I'm back. I'm busy. But yeah, if anybody want to hop on the panel, I'll go ahead and tap in. God, one time. Um, yeah, let me. I'm for agreements. Let me screen share that. We just gonna go into that and talk about that a little bit. So yeah, this is the book right here, as y'all can see. The Four Agreements. It's a dope book, dope book. The four agreements are be impeccable with your word. That's the first one. That's the one we talking about. The second one is don't take anything personally, which is my favorite agreement out of all four. Don't take anything personally. That's the one right there for me. That's the one I had to work on the most. And it helps you with being impeccable with your word. That's the other thing about these four agreements is that they all complement each other like a ingredient to a food recipe or something. This is the four ingredients to a mental recipe. Um, the next agreement is don't make assumptions. Let's see if I can find one where we could pull it up so y'all, yeah, I can see it. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions. That's the other one. Don't make assumptions. And always do your best is the last one. Always do your best. And what I'm gonna do is the next live. So like after this live, I'm gonna do another one where we talk about don't take it nothing personally. I'm gonna play that chapter. Then the live after that, I'm gonna do the don't do it, man. Don't make assumptions. And then we're gonna do the always do your best. I've been planning to do this, so yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, words is deep. And I wanted to. I'm very frustrated about YouTube because I wanted to get into affirmations. That's why I'm kind of frustrated. I didn't want to get stuck just on being impeccable with your word, but I wanted to get into affirmations and why affirmations is important. Affirmations are valuable. It what is affirmations? Affirmations is literally speaking things to into existence. It's literally saying I am loved. I am peaceful. I attract everything I desire. I am full of gratitude for all things. I am thankful. I am protected and divine. I find peace everywhere I go. Speaking like that is affirmations. And utilizing affirmations allows you to speak your life into reality. Like, really. That's literally what it does. Allows you to speak your life into reality. And it's powerful. I have to myself get back on it. I used to be on all these things. And I definitely seen like law of attraction gets deep. You know what I'm saying? Law of attraction gets real deep because I have attracted and realized the things I attract. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see if YouTube be fair with me today. It is crazy. Something's up with YouTube on my computer for some reason. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, the second law of karma. We attract what we are not what we want. When I read that for the first time, I was like, yo, right? You just reminded me. I don't even remember if I sent it because I was doing 40 things at once. One of my favorite affirmations is I speak peace over chaos. Facts. Yeah, y'all come up when y'all get the chance, man. Y'all come up when y'all get the chance. Yeah, man, YouTube acting weird on us. They don't want me to drop the gems, but it ain't gonna stop. But yeah, affirmations is powerful. I utilize affirmations. I'm getting better at it. These are things I'm working on as well. And I just want to, give us some content, give us some thoughts to think about instead of just the normal things. I love to have us think about self a little bit over here because I know in the YouTube sector, we kind of get caught up in what the world is doing to hold us back. We kind of talk about that more as a collective on YouTube. And I just want to be the channel where it's like you can work on your personal self as well because at times um it's not going to be done as a collective. It got to be done solo dolo. This spiritual warfare that we got going on, you know, it's a lonely road. So I like to, give you the keys that I utilize and continue to work on myself to, you know, um become better, become better. Let's see where we at with it. All right, we're gonna see. I'm determined to make this video. What are some words that you guys think we should use more to create a positive frequency in our lives? Put some words that we should utilize in the chat based on what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think should be utilized more? Let's see if YouTube rocking with me right now. And we going. There we go. There we go. All right. Stop using God and use guide. I like that. What made you come up with the word guide over God? That's my question, Mommy Chula. Why use the word guide over God? That's the question I have to that. But I do like that.
So with affirmation, 3 ingredients are necessary: concise choice of positive words, clear visualization, and a corresponding feeling. Energy doesn't know how to discriminate between what's good for you and what's not good for you. It's just energy. So anything of a similar frequency gets drawn to you. So if you know how the subconscious works and you know how to program it using affirmations, then you can bring into your life anything you want.
I found them to be really powerful. I said them out loud on my way to the tube this morning. I do it every day. And so I know they're powerful, but I haven't ever thought why they're powerful and how the whole subconscious works. And I was just wondering if I could get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, sure. Monks have been using affirmations forever, mantras, as they call it in Sanskrit. We use these beats to chant on, and a lot of times people say these are prayer beats, but we actually, you could say they're prayer beats, but we're actually more like affirmation or mantra beats. So we use these to actually program our subconscious. So as we chant on each beat, we chant an affirmation. I am happy, or I'm confident. And we repeat the same chant over and over again. And there are 108 beats in here, so you can imagine how your subconscious gets programmed.
And you memorize like 108 different chants?
Oh, well, just one chant.
One chant, okay.
One chant over and over again. So it's I'm happy or I'm confident. You repeat it 108 times.
Okay.
So with affirmation, 3 ingredients are necessary: concise choice of positive words, clear visualization, and a corresponding feeling. And most people don't understand this when it comes to affirmation. They just say the words, but no visualization and no feeling. So for example, if I say, I love apples, concise choice of positive words. Now, when I say the word I, my mind knows I'm talking about me. When I say the word love, my mind knows that he likes it, he enjoys it, he adores it. That's what love means to him. When I say the word apples, my mind gets confused because it's searching my entire hard drive, my entire subconscious from the day I was born for every occurrence of the word apple. Red apple, green apples, yellow apples, Honeycrisp apples, Red Delicious, Fuji apples, Washington apples, Apple MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, Apple Watch, iWatch, Apple iPhone, Apple iPad. What apples is he talking about? I have no idea, right? So words alone is not enough. So that's why we have visualization. So when I say, I love apples, and I visualize a bright red apple, my mind goes, oh, that's what he's talking about. I love apples. He loves bright red apples. This particular type of apple. It's a Washington or Honeycrisp apple, which has a little yellowish tint to it.
Okay.
So that's why words and visualization are important.
Okay.
And then feeling. Feeling is emotion. Emotion is energy. And you know the famous scientist Tesla? Well, not personally, but obviously through reputation. He had this beautiful saying which kind of encapsulates Hindu philosophy really well. He said that to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Everything is made up of energy that's vibrating at a certain frequency, right? So the chair has molecules and atoms that are vibrating at a certain frequency, binding it together, creating a certain matter. So what we believe is that if your subconscious is filled with patterns that are vibrating at a certain frequency. Anger could be vibrating at 20 kilohertz, happiness at 30 kilohertz. I don't know what the numbers are, I'm just making stuff up in terms of numbers, but everything is vibrating at a certain frequency. And if you can go into your subconscious and create a pattern, infuse it with energy that's vibrating at a certain frequency, you can attract things of a similar nature to it. So if I go into my subconscious, I repeat an affirmation, which has a concise choice of positive words, clear visualization, I infuse the feeling into it. What does it feel like? Right? And it starts to vibrate in my subconscious with that frequency. Now it attracts anything of a similar vibration or similar frequency towards it. To give you a very simple example, boy dates girl, they go out for 2 years, they have a great intimate relationship, they break up. Boy hangs out with his friends to get over the relationship. The girl does, chocolate, shopping, with happy with her girlfriends for 6 months, finally says, I'm over him. She starts dating again. Who does she attract into her life? Quite often a similar guy, different person, but with the same vibration, same type of person. I've had so many people come up to me, boys and girls, say, I keep attracting the same type of person into my life. Common thing I hear all the time. Why? Because John dates Sue. They have 2 years of a relationship. Sue has vibrations that are emotional experiences that are vibrating at the frequency of John in her subconscious. They break up. Those experiences are still vibrating at the frequency of John in her subconscious. Now she goes to date. Who does she attract? Another John named Peter of a similar frequency. And that just happens. So energy doesn't know how to discriminate between what's good for you and what's not good for you. It's just energy. So anything of a similar frequency gets drawn to you. So if you know how the subconscious works and you know how to program it using affirmations with a clear chart, concise choice of positive words, clear visualization, and a corresponding feeling being the most important component because it's the actual energy that attracts, then you can bring into your life anything you want.
So yeah, affirmation. Another way to utilize affirmations is so let's think of some positive things, right? We can say peace, love, happiness, joy, gratitude, thankfulness, appreciation, love, right? We could say all these different words and we could put I am in front of them. That's what I learned, right? And when you do that so let's look up the word paradigm. I'm gonna do that with y'all. So we can do anybody know what paradigm is? We got some smart people in the chat. Once again, shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming through. What is paradigm? Dude, let's see what y'all say. What's a paradigm before I even screen share? Y'all know what the word paradigm means? Because paradigm shifting is important. Paradigm shifting. Paradigms. If it don't make sense. A paradigm is a frequency. I'm gonna give y'all my definition before we look it up. A paradigm is a frequency of a reality that you live on based upon what you think matters. What do I mean? If I grow up as a football player, the only frequency I'm gonna see existing for me is football type energy. But if I have a paradigm shift, I will allow to see myself tap into other frequencies that can change my whole reality. AKA someone that poor, may be poor for a long time because of the way they're thinking. But to change their paradigm shift, they can start speaking life into their reality by saying, I'm gonna make some money today. I am full of abundance. I am achieving my goals. I am comfortable and financially stable. But yeah, your point of view. Exactly. Your point of view, patterns. Exactly. There are all these things. There are all these things. A typical example or pattern or something, a model. There's a new paradigm, example, there's a new paradigm for public art in this country. So a typical example or pattern of something, right? A set of logistic items that form mutually exclusive choices in a particular cynetic roles. So basically, how you move, exclusive choices in a particular cynetic role. So, like I said, if you're a football player, your choices are going to be particular to that role because that's the paradigm you in. If you're a rapper, you're going to move a certain way. And then there's even paradigms within paradigms for like certain people may rap about certain things, right? So it depends on where they at in their life. But that we all have paradigms. While I'm mentioning paradigms, we all have paradigms. And with these paradigms, you when you pay attention to them, like the best way to say what a paradigm shift is to me is what we utilize the word epiphany. When people say they have an epiphany, that's basically that they seen a frequency to change their paradigm. You know what I'm saying? To have a shift in their reality to where they look at the world different or they see limits that they thought was limits but no longer are limits or things like that. Or when you get awakened, think about when you get that enlightened to something. You have that paradigm shift or that aha moment. But when you tap into that paradigm shift deeply and you utilize like your words and affirmations, that's how you allow your paradigm shift to even go further. You know what I'm saying? It gets real deep. It gets real deep by speaking things into your existence. And it's like I learned that you got to be careful even when you're speaking about certain people because you can speak certain things about a person and it actually happens. You know what I'm saying? It actually happens. Like in my past relationship, yeah, my past relationship, I realized that I was speaking certain things, and that's why we went through certain things, but it was too late. We already went through it. But once I start being more into this thought form of watching how I speak and being into my words, right? I was able to reflect and you see how I did create the reality of what I thought I didn't create. I thought I was just going through things. But when I recapped on how I've been speaking the past year, past 2 years, I was speaking certain things about the reality as I was experiencing, and it allowed my paradigm to stay in that same pattern. And then when I had gained this enlightened knowledge, aka had an epiphany, aka been awakened to something, your third eye opened or received a message or had to download all these words we utilize basically saying we had a paradigm shift, our reality changed. I start seeing I gotta move gotta use my words better to even change my relationships. I gotta use my words better to even change the way I am as a human on this earth. I gotta use my words better to even attract certain things I'm looking for or not, you know? And then there's even a time when I feel you want to use your words in a negative form, aka you may have to talk bad about somebody, what we consider bad or negative, because you know that you like that's the other thing. Some people speak bad on a person's life because they know that it can create a shift on them. You know what I mean? Or on the person they speaking on. And those are people you gotta be careful of. But also at times you may want to do that because you may want to protect yourself. You may want to speak upon somebody that's doing something negative in your life. So you may, to how math works, they say two negatives, if you multiply it becomes a positive. They say two negatives don't make it wrong, but at times you can block your energy with defense instead of offense, basically. You know what I mean? Use your defense. You ain't always got to play offense, play defense. It's a duality. That's how I see it. I ain't telling no one think like me, but I'm just telling y'all what I see and how I see the world and how I move. But yeah, that's how I feel about the words, man. You gotta understand the paradigm shifts and things like that. It gets deep. Yes, you spoke it into existence because that's where the energy was directed. And I'm guilty of the same, fam. We regard to the past relationship. Yeah, exactly. A paradigm for me is two dimes, which is 20. Two represents tranquility, harmony, balance, peace. Indeed. Questioning, let's see, questioning reality of someone, upbringing taught on self. Questioning reality of someone else's upbringing taught of self. Facts. But yeah, man, it gets deep. It gets deep with this word, utilizing the word, not using the word, speaking, gossiping. You know what I'm saying? Gossiping is another thing. But affirmations, let's get into that. Because um affirmations are powerful. The 12 daily affirmations. So like you can, like I said, you can just look. I just want to show y'all these. You can let these and just utilize these or create your own. I'd rather take a sit down and write or type or whatever works or memorize affirmations to say to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Speak deeply into speak deeply into yourself. And yeah, you could write them down and you could use I am. Like a lot of these say I am because you're speaking to yourself because I is you. You know what I'm saying? I is you. Or you can listen to them. What I used to do, I used to record myself saying affirmations and listen to it, or I would listen to affirmations just like we was basically listening to that audio book of the Impeccable with my word, with your word. I would listen to affirmations and manifest certain things. That's up to you to if you choose to do. But yeah, man, it gets deep. It gets deep. So yeah, you said use the word guide, Mommy Chula. And then you also said, what did you say? Let me go back to the comments. You said, hold on. Guiding your own light as you beam on earth. Oh, no, not that one. That's a good one. Yeah, guardian is guided, number one guided parent. Guidance is what we know first. Our parents guided us through life of the living. Guidance is what we know first. Our parents guided us through the life of living. Okay. So my other question, guardian equals number one guided parent, right? That's deep. My other question would be, guiding your light as you beam on earth, others will see it if they are seeking guidance. That's deep. Do you think that is a word? Like, say we're talking to someone that likes to utilize the word God, right? And they're using the word God, and you tell them what you just told me. I'd rather use the word guide instead of God. But they're utilizing the word God as, some outer body energy or spiritual energy that is, um, you know, basically guiding them. Would you say that? Would you tell them that that's a spiritual energy that's guiding them instead of God? Because that's what they were basically saying. That's how I look at it too. Like God could be guide. You know what I mean? Um, there's actually a scripture in Proverbs 3 talks about like trusting in God with all your heart. And what I don't like that it says don't lean upon your own understanding. And then it says, in all your ways take notice of him, and he'll set your path straight. So him is God, right? They say take notice of him, which is God, and it will set your path straight. So to be on a path, that means you need to be guided. Basically, where I'm going with it. And God would be the spiritual guide to a lot of people that's religious in a sense. So I'm just trying to figure out how to utilize God and God to someone that will be speaking that way. I don't know if I'm answering myself or going in circles or not. But yeah, man, y'all come up here and hop on the panel, man. What y'all doing? Y'all working? I know a lot of y'all working. It is a Wednesday. You know what I mean? Wednesdays be like that. Wednesdays be like that. You say, no, I tell the youth, including my 9-year-old grandson, is that you are your guide, your compass. You are responsible for all your actions. Love self. Or guardian equals number one guided guard since a parent. A pair that rents. A pair that rents. Just a thought. Hmm. I see one guided guard since a pair that rents. Just a thought. Hmm. Much love. I knew, knew. Peace and love. But that's deep. That's a deep comment. Yeah, affirmations go deep too, man. Like when you really talk about all of this, it's real deep. It's real deep. Love self though. Love self is what matters. Loving yourself matters. That's the key. You know what I'm saying? But affirmations is important. Like, so sometimes when I meditate, there'll be times I'll meditate, right? And let me see. Yeah, I'll play my camera. Oh no, I think my camera's still on. Oh no, it got me on the wrong camera. Control my camera. But anyway, when I meditate, I like say affirmations to myself sometimes. Basically, I just talk to myself while I'm quiet in peace. And as I'm in quiet and peace, I say certain things to myself, you know, like, or when you letting go, sometimes you may have to let go of things. When I meditate, I let go of certain things that have been on my mind or that I may be going through, you know. And as I meditate, I'm releasing these things. So I may feel sad or I may feel emotional or things of that nature. And what I do when I feel that way is I speak to myself quietly in my head, you know, and I say that I am loved, I am peace, things like that. When I get in those type of feelings, like that's what I do, me personally. That's something that I do. And it helps me, it's been helping me, you know, and the thing is you can't stop. Like what I've also been learning, y'all, is like just because you have a certain level of information doesn't mean you stop doing certain things. You gotta do like we can't get lost in the higher self, aka crown chakra, aka knowing, aka knowledge and information. We have to remember that we still have a lower self that's a part of us, and you have to utilize just being, which is doing or creating. You know, these are the lower chakra energies. When you like just tap in and doing physical work, either being in nature, like gardening. Gardening is like root chakra work, but it's also sacral chakra. You know, because you're also creating. Like we are supposed that's the kind of work we naturally are supposed to be doing, just building in nature. So when we out here and we getting information, we can't forget to do work as in just self, you know what I mean? But yeah, I yield there. We got Sun Kiss Pure Peace and Love Goddess. Thank you for tapping the link. You got can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
What's going on? Peace and love, gratitude. Thanks for coming up. You got the mic.
Yeah, peace and love to everybody in the chat. Wh- What were you touching on?
Indeed.
Cause breaking up.
Now, am I breaking up?
It
Can y'all
was,
hear
but
me?
you're clear now.
Oh, okay. What I was talking about was just basically doing the work. We can't get lost, too lost on um knowledge and information or being our higher self or spiritual self and not utilizing that energy going back to the physical body and doing physical work or even being in tune with like nature. Because I was explaining like how we naturally our work would have been like just being in nature and dealing with the fruits and vegetables and the animals and things like that, building houses. That was the only work we really would have had. But we get lost out of that
Yeah,
due to the illusions, of course. But I'm saying there's
right.
still work that we may have to do as far as self or as far as maybe you do need to work on something to get your environment different. Maybe you do need to actually work on your job or whatever is helping you financially be stable to create the reality that you desire. But what I'm saying is don't get lost in just information and knowledge and the higher chakra self, basically. That's what I was breaking down, if that all makes sense.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, it's again, it's balance. At the end of the day, and I mean, I guess some people aren't in the energy or they're not willing to do the work because to go on this journey, it's work and it has to be intentional work. Like people think, like say for instance with healing, that time heals, and it's like not without work. without intentional work. Like you can't just be like, oh, it's been a year since heartbreak or disappointment, and now that it's been a year, I'm good. I'm healed. It's like if you didn't do anything to heal, it doesn't work that way. You gotta put in work.
Facts. Facts. That's very important as well, what you stated. Um, because a lot of people
Yeah,
do
it
that
is.
as well. Go ahead, Mind's Eye. What's up, bro? God, peace and love to you, man. Gratitude.
Hey,
Much love, man. I'm trying to make sure if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. I'm gonna do this. I'm doing the same because I disconnected my microphone. I know y'all can hear me, but my microphone be sounding better.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I
But go
want to
ahead. You
tap
got the
in with
floor.
you on that, man.
Go ahead. You
You
got the mic.
probably know. You probably know what I'm gonna say. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Um, say affirmation is like a mental formation. You know,
Mm.
like say a formation is what say puts mountains and all of that together. So like you got me looking at the affirmations a whole nother way today. It seems like I'm kind of off for it, like it's a lag or something.
uh-uh.
Okay, that's cool. Um, that's what I'm seeing with it. You know what I mean? Say the affirmations like it's like playing with Play-Doh or something like that.
Right.
And say where it gets you make things happen with it. Go ahead,
Yeah.
son, kid.
No, no, no. I wasn't saying nothing. I was just agreeing with you.
Like affirmation, information. It's like the conveyor belt with whatever you can pull off of
Yeah, like an assembly line.
Mm-hmm. Anything like you saying, basically,
it.
the form you taking.
Hmm.
So with the affirmations or information, that is going to create a form that you may be in.
Yeah, it's
Hmm,
Or
gonna
hmm.
literally, yeah, it's gonna
go ahead.
line you up. Nah,
Mm-hmm.
you can finish your
No, I
speech.
was just gonna say like a firm, is like basically saying it is what it is. Like, how you be like, did you accomplish the goal? And you be like, it's affirmed. It's like indeed it is. So when you say affirm or
No doubt.
affirmation, it's like you're you're putting a period on what you want, if you get what I'm saying. Like affirmative, all the words that deal with affirmative or affirming.
Hmm.
So same with affirmation, going back to that form, but it's like you're putting a period on that form that you are intending to have. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah,
also with the information, like you got to be careful with information because the information is going to put you in a form.
that's
Yep.
facts. Like it can put you to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead,
Or it
some
could
kids.
wake you. No, I was agreeing. Like it could put you to sleep or wake your game up. We create our own reality.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So what was y'all thinking about? Did y'all catch the beginning of the stream or at least a little bit of it as far as the
I came in probably 10 minutes earlier, meaning late,
um
so
you
I
caught
did
the
miss.
Did you
firsthand.
catch the Impeccable with my word video that I played earlier?
Yeah,
Yep.
I was listening.
Okay, cool,
And
cool.
I got some feedback too for that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because
That's what I was gonna ask.
it's just like the say the combination, right? Say some people tell you, boy, you don't come around here saying the wrong things. This is what is wrong, but say people that's sensitive or territorial, you're gonna have to literally watch your mouth. And
Right,
this can be your girlfriend or whomever that you deal with. You know what I'm saying? So that where you got to look for the words and find the words before you speak out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do that, you could be the one that's like you said. If you got a negative environment, did you unknowingly build it? Like
right,
that's what I be saying too, King, about people with fear mongering. Like they just don't like. If you push the different message, maybe this wouldn't happen, but it's gonna for sure happen because every day
right,
y'all talking about run this way and get this, or
right,
you know what I'm saying? Like they perpetuate the madness right with the people who push propaganda.
right. But boy, that's deep. Let's talk about that. Oh, he fell off. But let's talk about that. He he's on point because I know I've been guilty of that as well at times, and I worked on this. Like I don't even choose to do that anymore. It's basically like if you hear any negative information to like just spread it across, spread it to people, even if you aren't trying to do it in a lighting way, like, oh, the government's doing this and whoop, whoop, whoop. Like it's cool to be informative, but spreading it is literally spreading it. You know what I mean? Like a virus. So as
Mm-hmm.
you're spreading this around, you're planting seeds in people's head to where they send in that frequency based upon the words you spoke into their mind. And now they're having thoughts and visions that they're visualizing, and as a mass collective, that's how things become in a lot of ways. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I'm pretty sure you do it, but or maybe I should ask, do you call back your energy like daily or like frequently throughout the day or at all?
Um, what I will say is I have deep conversations with myself every day.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Yeah, I'm like that's the best way to put it because it's a little bit of all that, but it's like it get deep. Like I I will sit down. Like my meditation isn't always crisscross applesauce frequency vibe. Sometimes I will just stop everything I'm doing and just like talk to myself about like so yes, to answer your question, yeah, I do call back my energy. I always reflect,
Hmm.
always do introspect and things like that. So yes, I do. It matters. That
Yeah,
matters.
it changes everything. Like, so for instance, if like I call it live buys, I'll do a couple of live buys and I'll stop in to see what different content providers are talking about, and each one of those lives, there's different energies that you
Mm,
know that chat. So imagine
mhm,
going into a chat and it is conflict and chaos, not on purpose, like on negative, just that friction and that that static because of the energies that are involved in the passion that's happening, whatever, be it argument, whatever. That energy, you're in that energy, even though you may not even be responding or
mm,
saying anything, it's still, you're still within that energy. So like for me, I call back my energy every time I get off of a live set just because there's so many in here. We have people that, respond, and then there's some that, sit back and listen. And then, I mean, who's to say that there's not a couple of, a couple of trolls in there, throwing bad energy or bad vibes. It's like I call back my energy so that I can reset because this person might be upset. I mean, it's fluid. Energy is fluid. So if I'm upset and I flash on you, I feel better. Now you, mad because like I got you toe up. So it's like the energy is fluid and it transfers. And
Mm.
so that's trying to find out, do you call back your energy? Especially because you have your channel just
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, I didn't even know I fell off, man.
uh yeah, you did say something powerful. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. But to answer, yes, Sunkiss, even when it comes to this YouTube, yeah, I'm a veteran in these YouTube streets. For real, for real. I'd have been I'm like the silent assassin. I've been a little bit everywhere in these YouTube streets for some years now. I may not be known on certain panels, you know what I mean? But yeah, I know how to utilize my energy, and I even had energies come here. Best believe people know, people that's been here and watched done seen some crazy shows before over here, and I had to really like do introspect. And I even talked about it. I've done videos about that. You know, I done talked about it, and I don't do personal videos. Like I ain't the one to be like, oh, this person did that. Like I ain't never like target nobody because I understand we all go through things. But it's like at the end of the day, looking at the energy as a totality, going back to what you saying, like even if you just there watching it, you still
right.
there watching it. So you still in. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So it's like when we're all involved in some sense, either by watching it, partaking, or actually creating it, you got to cleanse your energy or reflect. And as I reflect, like I just move different on these YouTube streets. My channel's different. You know what I mean? I don't be everywhere as I used to be. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people mad at me, some people love me. I don't care because I got my own guidelines.
Right.
And that's how I move. You know, but I have pure intentions, of course, you know, to show love and positivity.
Right.
But you're right.
There,
You
there go
gotta
that guide again.
indeed.
No doubt.
My Dukes, goddess of love on the panel. Peace and love to you.
Peace and love, everyone. Mine's I. You know how people's you
What's
need to hear
up?
people's voices and vibrations. I've been waiting to hear your voice and vibration. I just wanted to let you know that. Like
Peace and love,
you're
guys.
one of the you're welcome.
I
You bring
appreciate
out, you
that.
made me dissect those words. I love it. I love it. Speaking of impeccable words, I just wanted to chime in because this is
Yes,
something
sir.
that I read this. I say these four affirmations every day because I'm a manager at my job, and it definitely helps. And I look at how the order is of the four agreements, and that's the first one. So I really take that in. Like we really have to watch what the words that we hear and say, like we're saying here, because it does make a difference. It can change the atmosphere. It can change how you view, how you think, and words are so powerful. Um, what you say is
Yeah.
what is really going to happen. I mean, I have testimonies of that, and so I'd be like certain words I don't want to say, and I'm like I don't want to say that. I'm trying to get the right word, but I have to really watch what I say
Yeah.
and watch what I hear. Like you mentioned, sun kiss, watching what you hear too, because that's still mental. That's mental words, you know. So
Right. But
yeah.
even read it. So go ahead.
Hmm.
That's you just triggered. Thanks for saying that because you just triggered what I was gonna say to Sunkist when she was talking about the chats. What I wanted to also add was you could just be reading what people are saying in the chat, and that alone creates them visions and thought forms in your brain. You know what I'm saying? And as
Yep.
you reading that, it creates a whole going back to the paradigm, you know, the reality you live in, your construct, your rules. And that's another thing. I don't like y'all triggering a lot of things in my mind. Cause y'all going in. Also,
For sure.
like when you do listen to certain people's words, even on YouTube or any other social platform or whatever you utilize to listen to things, as you're listening, you got to really reflect on yourself so that you don't get lost in just their perspective and making it your perspective or your reality, aka standing next to them and letting the light shine on both of y'all and both y'all shadows together. You can't see your own shadow, aka your own self. You know what I
Right.
mean? So that's just something to keep in mind.
Yep. It's true.
Peace and love, Aboriginal React. Thanks for coming through. Much love. Thanks for hitting the channel. First time seeing you in the chat. You're more than welcome. But yeah, if that makes sense, y'all, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta not get lost in, like he
The-
said, music. Even music can do that to you. Like, it's the words is deep, man. The words get deep, deep. If someone was gonna say something, y'all got it. I thought I heard someone trying to chime in.
No, I was just agreeing.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Marco Power, bro, God, much love, much love. Thanks for coming through. Y'all popping up, showing through as always. But yeah, so yeah, I do my best to be impeccable with my words, but I also like, so when I did throat chakra work, I realized that it also deals with listening, not just speaking. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So we're talking about these words, I came to a point in my life where I learned how to listen to the words a person is using and understand it the way I do. Just like I was breaking it down, how a person that may utilize the word God or utilize the word devil or anything like that, even though they may be in a biblical paradigm or reality, if they're really being passionate and expressing what they really feel they're going through, I'm not going to be like, oh, you talking biblical, because they're just speaking on what they know, where they at in their life. But what I can look at it is, okay, devil isn't the negative things that you're describing. So that's the negative energies that you are going through. And then you're utilizing the word God as positive. You know what I'm saying? Which is what most people are taught anyway. So as I look and listen to these words coming out the person's mouth, I learned to like not get triggered by the definition or the spell of that word, but to be my own chemist and go through the word and dissect the word to where I could break it down to the smallest fraction and resonate with that, to where I can communicate with that person still, no matter where they at in their life, if that makes sense. And it's
Right.
like that goes with listening, though. Going back to listening, see, some people are very want to talk, or get triggered and just speak. But as you get more in tune with that word thing, you could kind of like utilize it to your advantage to resonate or relate to others. You know what I mean? If that makes sense, that's just how I feel.
I
No,
can definitely. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, go
I
ahead.
can I can resonate with that because I'm a talker. Like I love to talk, and I have to really like listen. And I'm really benefiting from like listening to what people say, like listening and then if I do have to question, I question like, do you mean this or that? But it's just like a balance that you have to obtain because there's a time to talk and there's a time to be quiet. People
Mhm.
think that communication and words is just
That's
talk,
it.
talk, talk, talk.
Yeah.
And as we keep saying, it's all about listening to what a
Right.
person says.
Absolutely. Ouch.
Indeed.
Totally agree. Can y'all hear me clearly? I'm trying to get my
Yep.
signal right.
Gratitude, Maga, MAAGA. Yeah, we hear you, bro.
I didn't Mind's eye, did you break down the word impeccable? I didn't hear it. Did you do that already?
No.
I
Oh,
I I haven't seen the word in a while, but like
Impeccable.
say
mhm.
impeccable. That's like that bird's beak through the eggshell,
Mm.
I, I smell it.
or
It's
say
cooked.
I'm like say I'm pickable or I'm pickable.
That's good.
Still
Impeccable
gonna
is good.
You breaking up a little bit
like
now.
pick me or uh don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Okay.
I know we're waiting.
Shit. But no, I hear you. Yeah, being impeccable is dang, what you said in peak? What did you say? Dang, you said something that triggered me. Impeccable. But no, you got to be careful with your words, though. Affirmation, speaking your life, like the gossip thing. Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Yeah, there we go. The gossip is very deep because sometimes we get caught up in gossip real easy. I
Yeah.
know I can sometimes, and it's just so easy. Like it's
Yeah.
like a word virus that has been spreaded upon the masses of people, and it hasn't stopped. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like you got to be careful with that gossip because it just pops up sometime. You know, it could be anywhere from anybody. It could be a stranger.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's not good. But it's easy to get caught up in it, even if there's no ill intent. It's easy to get caught up in it, and you're like, and you might even try to rationalize it, like, I'm not gossiping. I was just telling them what happened. But it's like that person's not there, so what else is it called?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Because is there such thing as good gossip?
What is gossip?
What is gossip? Let's see.
Yeah, what is gossip? Y'all have your own definition? Y'all want to look it up?
I'm gonna look it up because that's what I'm gonna do because I'm in front of this computer.
Nah,
Uh,
hear your key.
I'm working, y'all. I'm working. That's my
Go.
excuse. I am working though. Casual or unconstrained conversation or reports about people, typically involving details that are not confirmed. Oh, as being true. Okay.
Okay.
Well, there we go. There's my answer, huh?
What do they say when they spill the tea? Go sip, sipping
Yeah.
on tea.
Okay. So that it means because if it's not true, that means it's a lie. So you
Hmm.
don't want to. Okay.
I've never heard tea or like spilling the tea or anything. I've never associated with high vibes. It's always like, okay, they finna go in, they about to talk about something or what somebody did, like gossip basically. So go sip on that tea that they gonna spill.
You're
Gossip.
right. Because when it's good, it's like, hey, guess what? Oh, I'm so excited. I got to tell y'all something. It ain't like, I'm about to spill the tea. So you're right. You're right. You're right about that.
Marco Power said, gossip comes from the term go sip. When politicians would run for office, they would tell people to go to the local taverns and go sip
Mm,
with the people they knew what to say during elections.
mm.
Shout out to Marco for that.
Thank you. So, like you were
See,
saying, got us the tea. Like that's where they got
Yeah.
that spilled the tea. We need to start making our own words so we can make some money, huh?
How you doing?
mhm. And it's funny if y'all remember the Kermit sipping the tea emo
Mm-hmm.
meme was going around like as if you minding your business. You know how they would have that Kermit the
Mm-hmm.
Frog sipping the tea, and it was
Yeah.
it was based on gossip topics when they would utilize that picture, which is even deeper. Like so, it's like we be utilizing stuff subconsciously without even knowing what we doing type shit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It get deep. People just be, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a virus. This word stuff is it's like the coldest virus going around. It's way colder than what they claim is spreading, for real, for real.
Yeah.
Sir Drop, what's G, bro? God, thanks for coming through. Sir Drop in the chat. But yeah, it get deep. It get
Being
real deep.
being mindful is not, you can't take breaks from that because you get lost in the sauce. It's like it's hard work to stay on track and to, be intentional about the way you move and the image that you're, creating for yourself or how people see you, whatnot. Whether you care or not, we all have an image and we're all seen in a certain light. But it's a lot of work. I mean, I don't mind it, but there's a lot of people that do.
It is a lot of work. And uh, me and Aladdin was talking about how discernment is important as well. It's
Hmm.
you got to use your discernment. And then, like you said, I've been caught up before and like, oh man, I did not even want to be involved in this. And that's why I said I had to really learn to be quiet. Like I had to learn, like my son could tell you, I had to learn to just be quiet because I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm fire, double Sagittarius. I'm ready. I'll be ready to talk,
Oh, yeah,
ready,
yeah. You stay
ready,
with
ready. Yeah, stay. So I really have to be like, okay, let me be quiet. And it's not that I'm trying to be nosy. It's just I'm intrigued by conversation. And
passion.
yeah, so I get so caught up. So I had to really, really learn to just be quiet and be like, no, I'm not gonna say anything. Or I ask, like, do you want my opinion? So
Right.
using discernment of what I want to be involved in.
Yeah, using questions. Questions help with conversation as well.
Right.
Communicating, like people will speaking of information, because this the thing about information I've been seeing is like wherever a person's at in life, they can just Google it, YouTube it, or whatever, and there's some information about it. No matter what it is, you could pick any topic, right? So what a person do usually, they'll tell you what they learned, right? Boom. Or I watched this video, or I researched this, or I Googled this, or this person whoop de whoop whoop. But when you start asking them questions like, okay, what made you agree to that? Or why did you look that up? Or, getting personal, it helps you get past that information part and get to that person's spirit, you know what I mean? Like where they really at.
Right.
And that's why I like asking questions, because it kind of get past the blur of what words really be doing to us. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Because you could learn all day, but if you don't apply it, then you just trying to be important when it comes to conversation with other people. Like if it doesn't resonate with you somehow, some way, then what is not what's the point? But some people, they try to, like I said, try to be important, or they have on a mask and they're trying to pretend that they are somebody that they're not to keep up appearances. But like you said, when you ask questions and you dig a little deeper, then you either gonna get crickets or they'll be like, "Let me call you right back," even though you're sitting right next to them because they don't have, they can't go further than that surface level.
Or you just get to see where they really stand. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Sometimes it exposes who they really is or where they really at, and it's like, okay,
Right.
you got to answer without them answering it, because the way they responded, even if
Mhm.
they didn't answer, just their response was enough to kind of feel where they at.
Right.
So that's what I do when I communicate. Like, yeah, questioning people, that gets you to the meat and bones. You know what I mean? Sir,
Hmm.
drop up on the panel. What's up, bro? God, what's G?
Oh shit, man, cooling out, man. But look, I was breaking down the word gossip, right? Now, gossip Gossip is just people's opinion on things, right? And you know, people they say that they're God, right? Now
Mm-hmm.
to me, once your opinion is passing judgment, you would be acting as let me say, lack of better words, Satan. You would be deceitful. You would be a deceitful person. Now look at it like this. Now let's break the word down. Since man called himself God, it would be God's opinion, right?
Hmm.
It'd be God's opinion. See Satan and people. You see that? You hear how I did that. Now hold on. God's opinion, see Satan and people would be the word gossip. You understand me?
Mm.
So
Mhm.
so 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 damn, that was deep. Ooh wee.
Bro.
Come on now.
I'm
that
just
was
fucking with
that
y'all,
was
man. What's
very
up, man?
no,
Everybody
that was
good?
good.
That
No,
was
that was
deep
good. What are
shit.
you
That
talking
was
about?
fire.
That was fire.
No, I'd be the ancestors. It don't be me, man. Not at all. But how
I'm
y'all
like,
feeling? Everybody good?
oh yeah, we all good over here, you know, chilling like a
Hmm.
villain.
How you doing?
Oh shit, I'm cooling out, man. Just been
Yeah.
feeling vibrant lately on a whole nother like
So,
vibration. It's different.
Sir
Mm.
Drop. So you don't know I listen to you a lot. I be in the bushes. So I just wanted
That's
Oh,
one
I
of
that's
my
wanted
what's up.
I
that's one of
wanted to
my
come
dupes, Sir Drop.
yeah, I wanted to commend you on how you changed some things. Like I just noticed some changes, right? How you've been running your show and how you've been doing it. I really appreciate it. Like I see the change, and then I seen when you said that you was giving up that spirit. you
Oh,
know,
that Jen, yeah, that Jen
yeah.
spirit. Yeah, that shit insane. It
Like I
is
could see
insane.
you elevating. I could see the elevation in you. So I just wanted to let you know.
And that's good to hear because like as an individual, you don't see it. You
Mm.
don't really see it. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to hear from somebody outside looking in like, yeah, you I can see it now. You know what I mean? So thanks
Mm,
for that.
you're
Mm.
welcome. Keep it up.
Yeah, that gin is the sin. So, I played a
No, it's
clip.
really a god. It's really a deity called Jinn, the Jinn god.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Yeah, control the parasites. Now the parasites
Hmm.
control what? Your vision of parasites. Now these little like they say the biggest things in life is microscopic. Always remember that it's not the
That's
big thing
fire.
you see, it's the little thing you can't see.
Yeah.
And they actually control what you seeing, what you hearing, and what you saying. You think you controlling it. That's the trick of the parasites.
Right.
Alcohol enhances that. But also you can go another route to get away from them evil spirits, and then you got the mushrooms and shit. It still form parasites that take you on a trip, but they're not the same type of parasites. There's a lot of different parasites. You can get parasites out of eating meat that do different things. It ain't just one type of parasite. Just because they say parasite, they don't tell you that it's just like it's a lot of cells. It's brain cells, blood cells, white cells, red. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
Mhm.
exactly the same thing with parasites. And that's the yin and yang to the cells. It's parasites. When they start fighting, it causes cancer cells. Shit is insane, bro. And then your kidney shut down. Your kidney can filter goddamn liquor. What it can't filter is that goddamn demon shutting your kidney down.
Mm.
It's a spiritual thing. You know what I mean? But
Mm.
you know, that's why they said Jesus turned water to wine and put that alcohol spirit in them. So when they was drunk and he got
Mm.
to talking that shit, the same thing they do with what was dude named Jim Jones and Charles Manson was giving them
Mm.
motherfuckers PCP before he started
Yeah.
talking. So
Hmm.
once you what's the word? I wanted to use a big word. Obliviated. That was fun. All right, cool. Once you obliviated and I start talking, I'm a god to you now. I'm the only one sober in the room. all y'all tripping. So I know
Mm.
Right.
what to say to a tripping person and make them follow me. And they, man, them type of cult
Mm.
leaders be having people ready to drink wine and kill themselves right
You
there in
going
the
so deep,
pew.
bro.
Stromboli.
Man, you on fire.
Yeah.
This is good, man.
You dropped
See
some
what I'm
gems,
saying?
boy.
Yeah, this is
No, because
good.
that parasite is real. Basically, like them demons would be like people say they got demons, they would be your parasites, basically. Because like you said, they microscopic and they be the biggest thing. So them inner demons that a person may be dealing with is just them parasites. Like it could be a spiritual parasite. That's what I was
Your
thinking
mic
too.
muted up. Oh
Can you
no,
hear
that
me?
was my end.
Oh,
Hold on,
okay.
let me take this call.
But yeah, there's spiritual parasites based on what Sir Drop was telling me. Like that's what I got from that. He was going in on that, boy.
Right. And it, because I believe that I've had a parasite before. When the first time I fast, remember I was like, I seen something that looked like a parasite. And I felt like it when it left me, I just felt like a relief. Like, oh, what was that? Like something left me. I don't know what it was, but it left. So on a spiritual level, to
That
have a
war.
parasite in you or leave you, mm, that's deep
But
right
look,
there.
they also help you, like, cause when some can leave you, that's like would be considered the queen bee, right? It would be like the
Mm,
signal, right? It would be like if you can't walk no more, you would be what paraplegic, right? That's a certain type of parasite. You have
mm,
things like when 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 we talking about the jinn god and all these demons and all that, what's that called? That's called paranormal. This para
mm,
thing, this para universe, this is something different, and that's why it got the H in it, and we know what the H stand for. Never mind that part. You're like, ain't no H in it, because it's
that's
not an H
good.
in it. It's not an H in it. So let me rewind that a little bit. Let me rewind that a little bit, and let's just deal with the paraphrasing, the paragraphs, the
Right.
parasites, the pair of shoes, the pair, the pair, the the the
The pear as in the fruit.
what they say the earth shaped like a oblate spheroid. What's that? A
A
pear,
pear shape. Yeah.
right? Cool. So, but then they'll tell you the apple, the fruit that was ate was an apple. All
Mm.
right, did you know this?
The apple and the pear is part of the same family. Did you know that?
What you said?
An apple and a pear, they're part of the same fruit family.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah.
Did you know our ancestors really made food? Look, let me tell you the food they made. They actually took roots and shit from trees and shit, right? And this is where you get stuff like potatoes. You know how the roots grow out? See how it don't got no seed? Carrots, peanuts.
Hmm.
These our ancestors literally made food, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. They trying to duplicate it with all this GMO shit. They can't do what our peoples did. They was brilliant.
Hmm.
Mm.
So now you be like, well, why would they even make a potato? Because they needed something to grow without sunlight because the motherfucking sky was blacked out. They was fucking each other up. We talking high tech Star Wars. They got y'all
Mm.
thinking they was riding on camels. Get the fuck. They was riding on camels after the war. Now listen. That's why all that shit is deserts over there in Egypt. That shit was fucking land. Water was there and everything. They
Mm-hmm.
disintegrated that shit. But
Yeah.
anyway, never mind.
No, you should have kept going. You always narrow minded. No, that was fire. That was fire though.
Some and say, nah, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready.
Yeah.
No, it's just crazy
Well,
because it
that
wouldn't be written about because the people that would have to write about it would have had to survive it. Only so many people survived it. That's the 1%. So cool, they give us the knowledge back. They give us the knowledge back in increments.
So
You
you
understand?
saying that our ancestors knew if they put certain roots in the ground, it would create another source of food for
Something
them.
they got ready for 2075 until 2000 and fucking until year 3000. Why would they give it to you ahead? Because now they lose their traction.
You had broke up. We didn't catch exactly what you were saying in the middle of it.
Oh yeah, I was saying the reason why they give it to us in increments and shit, the knowledge they stole from the pyramids. You'd be like, the pyramids ain't, it ain't about the pyramids and them going in and stealing some type of documents. The knowledge they stole is from the people of that time. Once they I'm gonna try to use the word again, obliviated. That's funny. Once they obliviated all them people and they scattered everywhere and died off and everybody was killed, you will have like, let's say let's say right now, right? You go get 20 of the best doctors, 20 of the best dentists, 20 of the best mechanics, 20 of the best astrophysics, 20 of the best everything. Y'all get on the ship and y'all take off. Everybody else die, right? Then you got remnants of, let's say, out of 100% of the people that was left down here, you got 10% of them still left. They still here, which is us. These niggas come back down. Now you survived, but you was only 8 years old. Guess who got to teach you? The people coming back now. They know it was cell phones. They know it was lighters. You don't even know it was a lighter, especially as the generations bleed on. So cool. Now that they know the whole future because they lived it and watched everything die, they can give it back to us. All right, let's give them a TV. They already know we don't need no fixture for a TV. You can be walking down the street with a TV holograph right in front of your face, just with a headband on. They know this. They knew this in the 80s. They knew this in the 70s. But they can't give it to us like that. So then we say, well, who was they? That's the part nobody knows. It damn sure ain't no old ass Rockefeller. It damn sure ain't no old ass dead Queen Elizabeth. It damn sure ain't no Bilderbergs. This shit ain't got nothing to do with mankind. This is a system being put in place by the gods. And until we break it, we curse, bro. And you born in sin. That's what it means.
I think that's deep. That's deep. But you said they gave us the word they, because people do say they a lot.
Yeah.
Like they doing this, they doing that. You
Like
know
who
what I
that?
mean? That's deep. But no, you on point, drop.
There's
What? Go ahead, you got it.
no, I was gonna say there's literally a movie, a Marvel movie out on what you just said. It's called Eternals. I believe it's called Eternals. And everything he just said right now is the entire movie. Boom. You ain't even got to see it.
You say it's called Internals.
Eternals. It's I mean, I'm a Marvel fan when it comes to that aspect, but I thought the movie was dope. But to hear you speak on it and that movie popped up because it's literally everything you just said. They went up there, we don't need no TVs, but they're giving us little by little, trying to see what we gonna do with it. And as we evolve, if we evolve, they give us more, or you know what I mean? It's basically the same thing.
So so we got to tap into our godlike energy to escape that matrix. That's the question that popped up in my mind when Sir Jock was breaking that down. What do y'all
Mhm.
think? Is that because that's basically what I got from what bro was breaking down. Like shit, until you
Mm-hmm.
tap into that higher frequency, your ass trapped in this motherfucker.
Man.
Yeah, man. And look though, I'm saying like for the people that don't do it, won't nothing change.
Mm.
That's on period.
Going back to that paradigm, that pattern, that routine.
World, people will be holding the door for you. Money would just come faster than it ever came. Just little shit. We're like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, I'm in a different world, and your world changed.
Yup.
And the people that sleep, they world stay the same. That's just how
Mm.
it goes. If it
So
ain't money you really giving a fuck about,
you got bread.
Yeah, that's how it go. Oh damn, bro, disconnected. But no,
Wow.
he drop was going in, man. He right. That paradigm shift, and only certain people can change their reality like that. It's only a select few that get it. You know, even these conversations we having, it's only a select few get it, and that's
And
why it's also important to talk about these type of topics because a lot of the time you be by yourself because there ain't that many of us. You know what I mean? But go ahead, you got it.
oh no, hold on.
Yeah, there ain't that many of us, man. At
My bad.
times, you good. At times, yeah, you just gotta look at these perspectives that we give and move accordingly.
Mm-hmm. Everybody is capable. I mean, everybody is given the basics, the ABCs, one, two, threes. When it comes to intuition, some people think like it's this, this gift that came from somewhere. Sorry, hold on. That it came from somewhere, and it's like everybody has intuition. It's a muscle. If you don't exercise it or you don't practice, if you don't make it stronger, then it's gonna be weak.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as like as far as people like women, we are intuitive because we have to figure out what our children want. If you're a mother, men have it too, but they don't really tap in. I think nowadays
Mm-mm.
they it's more,
Mm-mm.
it's more it's more known, but like there's a lot of people that don't tap into the gifts that they were given and think that it's not available to them for some reason.
Right. Like we all was born at a certain frequency, so the gifts that we receive are certain frequencies that we resonate at, and we are here to express them amongst one another to create and change things. That's how I see it, and it's up to you to put it in a positive or negative light. Um, Mine's eye back in a tag team. Mine's eye, bro, guy. You hear me?
Hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, man, because I've been trying to get back here ever since I dropped off. You know what I'm saying?
I said you and Sir Drop playing tag team.
I don't think so. I ain't seen him.
Oh,
We
yeah,
must be, because
he,
I miss him.
yeah, he was up here for a few minutes.
No,
Like right
man.
when you fell off, he came up, gave us a few fire gems. He dropped a few bombs on us and fell off. Now you back up.
I'm over here at work, right? I'm over here working, and guess what? I just walk into this room, right?
Hmm.
I just walk into this room, and guess who I see looking at me?
Mm.
Guess who I
Who?
see looking at me? Oh, and I had to flip
Yourself.
my camera back around. Look at your boy though.
You just looking at yourself?
Do you see that on the
It's
camera?
dark. It's dark from what I see.
Yeah, it's dark.
Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Uh, y'all
Who's
can't
your?
see that?
Oh, now we can. Hold on. Show us what you showing us.
You
What
see
is that?
that? It's the
You Borging a little. Oh, is that a Perry Manis?
Oh, praying man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait a minute, that's not real, is it?
It's
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 very
kind of
real.
Oh,
glitchy. There you go.
That's a
There
real
you go.
praying mantis?
look, I turned my phone away when the
Yep.
bug. I can't look at it.
For real? Look, I'm all up in here trying to see.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
he fell off.
I think that's like somebody told me when you see them, like that means it's a good thing with your spirit. I'm gonna have to look it up. There's
Yep.
something about when you see those.
I wouldn't deny it. Like every time I see him, I'm in say good spirits. I'm always in a good mood when I see these things. You know.
Hmm.
hmm That's crazy. But what I miss, man, because I've been detached. I'm trying to catch up with y'all.
Shoot. Really, we was building off a drop. Like I said, he was breaking down a few things. He was breaking down the word parasite and para, and how like para, everything with para got like some kind of uniqueness to it. Then he was breaking down like, you know, there's a whole frequency code that's going on, and like some energies or deities kind of made it this way, and we the ones that got to tap in. Only the ones that know. You know what I mean? Like he was going in, he was dropping a few gems, but he's and basically saying how we could change our reality. Oh, he got in his hand.
Oh, he's one of those. I can't.
Yeah, you wild, bro. I'm gonna pinch your ass.
Where did it go?
Okay, so mind's eye. It says that when you see those, it represents stillness. It means it's time for you to go meditate in a quiet place of calmness, and or that your ancestors or angels are watching over you.
Oh man, I felt that. I really did.
Because that's
These
rare.
things. They fly too.
Mm-hmm.
You know they got them wings. Like some of them get real, real big.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
cool.
You know.
I
This is a trip.
Sis says she ain't trying to deal with no bugs. You ain't trying to deal with no bugs.
if they ugly, I can't. I mean, I just can't do it. If it's ugly and it's the bigger and uglier it is, I go girl like all day. I can't do it. I can't do it.
If you kill one, it's gonna be 10 to replace it. So,
See,
Where'd you put it? You took it
huh?
outside. You took him outside.
Yeah, I took him out to the wilderness.
hella
Okay.
respectful.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, I always say to people too, man, if I squash the bug, it's gonna be on me.
Yeah.
Bug
Mm-hmm.
guts and all that. Y'all seen Starship Troopers?
Mm-mm.
it's a film about, like, say, humans going to war with big ass bugs. But like, say, if you splat a bug, that bug is gonna be on you. It's gonna be on you.
Right.
You become what you kill.
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
That's deep. You become what you kill. But yeah. So
Amazing.
any words that y'all utilize
Uh-huh.
um to create the reality you want?
Mm. Yeah, I say I do my best, utilizing my, you know, because I could say one thing and do a totally different thing, you know. So, like, say
Right.
the action tied to the words, I try to watch my step more nowadays than my mouth. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because it's like I know what I'm talking about. So, like, I like to say, I put myself in, say, those situations where I know people will resonate with me, you know, say where I
Right.
can use my words.
That's
Right.
because
I
you got
don't go
that
to the
word
club
thing
or none of
down, though. You got the word
that.
thing down. So I'm telling you, you got that down. So I could see how you're saying that now you're just making sure your actions go with your words. I could see,
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah, because
It
Yeah.
matters.
yeah.
You
I
ain't gonna
try
catch
not to
me at the
use,
club doing this what we do.
I try not to use, I can't, I don't know, things that's going to put me like at a lower vibration. When you say you can't do something, you already put that in your mind. I can't do it.
Right.
So I try to be like, or try. I don't like the word try. I don't, no, I'm a try. You're either going to do it or you don't. So to keep your mindset at a higher vibration. Because once you say, I can't, your body already, or your movements already not going to do that because you already said it.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the type of words that I try to stay away from.
All right, Sunkiss.
That is so real. That is so real.
Sunkiss.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay, making sure. Like, say where you spell out that word can't. Like, you see ants.
Mm-hmm.
See ants.
How
Mm-hmm.
you know, yeah, like, say from a higher perspective or whatever, it's where you got to give yourself, like, say where you can't do things. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I was stressing on that the other day, because it's like where you, how you know you can't do something. It's like people that speak with those words is say grounds for retardation, or people that can
Yeah.
insist on, not pushing themselves. So I totally see it.
Yeah. Like,
You
can I
gotta,
do this? I don't. Can you?
yeah,
I feel
It
it.
says
it's just
see
like that.
ants.
Like see ants.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you start about it being levels to this madness. Like,
C
I tie it to
CANT. See ants. Can't.
mm-hmm.
See small of yourself.
He was all of
Can't.
yourself. You know how
Mm-hmm.
people look like ants from the roof? You know what I
You said
mean?
ants. You
Ain't
said
even
how
gonna
ants
get,
look from where?
huh?
What'd you just
You
say?
know how, like, say if we go to say if we go to a tall building, we get on top of the building and look down, you gonna see ants. But them ain't ants, them people. But they look
Mm.
like ants. You know what I mean? But it's like you
Mm.
can't see ants, but everything is just that. Like, how I'm trying to say it, like, say this is where Spider-Man, he represents say the Most High, you know, because he's always the buildings looking down at the people like ants,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
I got you. Just like you sound like a transformer, bro.
Or T-Pain.
You know, he made me go deep because you know they say ant is the hardest working what insect
Yeah,
or yeah. So like when you say can't, you're really saying that you can't. That's like my brain was like,
that's
what?
why. That's why I kept
Yeah,
saying "see ant, see ant." I was waiting for someone to
yeah.
get it. I was like, "See
Me,
ants."
because I
Hmm.
was like, ants are, you know, they say they work hard, but when you say you can't, what does that mean? You're not working hard or you can't do it?
You can't do it.
Mhm.
Sheesh.
It's where you see things laying there, or say you see the lazy.
Mm, I'm lazy.
Yo.
Just like, just like you were saying, like having that mountaintop view or that skyscraper view over everything. That's deep. It's like overstanding. Going to that word. But go ahead, Sun Kiss. You got it.
I was thinking, I was trying to figure out if I was stretching or not, but see ants, I was thinking also like seance. You guys are familiar with what a seance is?
Break it down.
It's like usually I guess the easy way to put it is like a medium, or a seance would be when you're trying to connect with um ascended masters or your ancestors, or connect with the dead, or a gathering, a um a ritual, or coming together, as like a gathering. And ants, they come together to get whatever the job that needs to be done.
I got you.
Yeah, it's like because they use that to connect like to the spirit world, right? A seance. Is that what you're saying? A seance?
Yeah, yeah, like to
Okay,
break down.
okay.
Yeah, to break down camp.
Hmm.
You see what Mama Chula said?
Huh?
The
In the
Giants or which
comment,
one?
giants, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it goes deep with them words.
That's
Dang, there
why
was
the
something
words
I
need
was
to
gonna
be
say.
impeccable.
And there was something I was gonna say. Speaking of words, it slipped my mind that quick because we going in. Y'all got my mind going. I wish I could remember right now. I don't know. But yeah, oh yeah. I did want to ask you, Sun Kissed, what are some words that you don't want to use or you're not using, or words that you are using that you would like to share? And is there any?
Um, for me, it's been like self everything, whether it be self love, self respect, self reflection, self awareness, self esteem, self confidence, um, anything that's having to do with tapping back into headquarters, me. Um, and like, I guess I would say chakras, and balancing those, spiritual hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
Um, people that are some people aren't, but a lot of people, they keep up with their personal hygiene, but they have not yet did their spiritual hygiene. So imagine, like, when you're when you are, like, say, I'm trying to see, how do I want to say, so for instance, the chakra balancing, or the imbalance, if you don't have that spiritual cleansing, then your chakras will be unbalanced and they manifest in the 3D. Um,
Hmm.
there be physical ailments or a mindset or an attitude or whatnot. Um, but yeah, again, it's a lot of I would say self, and like I said, with all those other words included, tapping into self.
Okay. Self. I love that. I love that. One of my favorite phrases is heal thyself, know thyself, love thyself. I say
Hmm.
that a lot all the time. I got it in a few of my songs I make. I say that a lot. I say it sometimes in my videos or when I'm talking to you guys, I type it in the chat. That's one of my self affirmations. But a word that I'm also utilizing deeply now is the word gratitude.
Hmm.
Gratitude is the attitude, and having that gratitude has helped me stay calm, and it has helped me have that spiritual hygiene you were speaking of.
Hmm.
So yeah, those is gratitude is my word that I am utilizing more and more and more. Because I know the more gratitude I have, the more things are going to abundantly pop up. Because as soon as I see something, I'm grateful for it. I'm at a good vibration, and you know what I mean. And I'm in that paradigm. I'm in that pattern. I'm on that frequency. You know.
Right,
Yeah.
right. The universe appreciates reciprocity too, so it's like you gotta give and take. You gotta be appreciative of where you are at in this moment, whether you're proud of it or not. The point would be if you're not proud of it, do something, or if you're proud of it, keep going. But be grateful. Don't be grateful when everything is going right. Be grateful when it's all bad.
Yeah, that too. Grateful at all times. Shoot, when it's good and bad.
Yeah, for
You know
real.
what I mean? Yeah, stay with that gratefulness.
Hmm. It changes things for sure.
Indeed. Um, yeah, I'm about to end it here. I ain't gonna drag it. I appreciate y'all coming up. Sunkiss, I definitely would like to build with you more though. I know I will see you more
Yeah.
often because
Yes.
you always got some good insight. I like the way you think.
I
Do you
appreciate
have a channel, Sunkiss?
it. I do with zero content. I was actually this
Okay.
morning. I was
You
this
like
morning
me.
formulating the plan and getting the blueprint together. And I caught myself getting ready to upload something and it was like acting funny. And I was like, okay, let me back up off of it and sit it down because it's not happening right now. But um, yes, soon I will be sharing some.
Yeah, I'm getting there too, so I understand.
Yeah.
But it's
Sure, for
definitely a
sure.
good build. I'm glad he came on. I'll be telling him, you gonna go live? I just be waiting for it just to have good contact and be on good vibration. It helps. It helps a lot.
Yeah, like-minded people. We gotta stay on the same. We gotta keep up with each other.
Mhm.
Indeed. Yeah, that's the motive, you know? That's the purpose and the motive is to stay in touch with each other, stay high frequencies. Yeah, this was just a freestyle build. This is something I've been wanting to talk about. I got a lot more other builds I want to do. I really want to get a astrological build. I want you up here, Sun Kiss, uh
the goddess Moon Fae. Yeah. And that's interesting. You call Sun Kiss and her name's Moon Fae.
Good.
Yeah, like y'all resonate with me on the astrological understanding, you know what I mean? Y'all understand it and it resonates. So I definitely need to do an astrological build. I know people would love that one because I people always talk to me about it, but it's like I like to hear other people as well because it's an art. That's what people don't kind of grasp.
Mhm.
Like when you look at it, because it deals with energy and frequencies and alchemy and patterns and rhythms and cycles and all that too. Like you
Yep.
got, you know what I mean? It get deep. It's bigger than just knowing, oh, this is what a Cancer is, because it's like, no, there's a whole frequency behind that whole placement and that
Mhm.
whole energy of where it's at
Yeah.
and what planet is there. And like it gets, it's layers upon layers upon layers,
Yeah. Let's peel them back. I'm with it.
So for sure.
I would definitely tune into that. I be having a lot of questions. I'm one of the ones that have like, what about this? And so yeah, that would be excellent. I love to hear that. You guys build on that.
Yeah, I'm
For
ready.
sure.
You know.
I definitely will. Um, so we gonna go out playing my song. Actually, I haven't even heard this song in a long time. I've been making instrumentals and doing other things and taking care of myself. I haven't even bumped my song in a minute. So yeah, let me share the screen real quick. And yeah, we gonna go out playing this. Oh, hold on real quick. Let's go back. And appreciate everybody that was watching. And yeah, I got you, Sunkiss. I got you too, for sure. All right, screen sharing, cool. So yeah, let's bump this for the one time.
For the
It's been a
one
little
time.
while.
I came to shine a light to niggas that's blind. I hit you with rhymes, a message divine. And I'm one of a kind, drinking water with key limes. This is my time, enjoy the ride. Cause I came from the shadows, I'm here to battle the matrix and dismantle the program channels. Love the only law, to focus the fall. Gotta give your all like Kobe, how we ball. They never take me alive, I'm getting high with my tray. Hey, cocked only suckers, not really scared to die. Got my pistol, got my crystal, plus connected to the sky. Stay protected, learn your lesson, see the truth with mind's eye. Discernment, hope you learn it, don't get caught up in a lie. Them illusions cause confusion, don't let overtake your mind. Once you earn it, don't you burn it. Biggest asset is your time. Meditate to elevate, that tapping in is divine. If you have me, don't you add me, out of sight then out of mind. What's up with niggas vision, who let the blind lead the blind? I keep fucking up with women, nigga, time after time. Now the focus is the money, put my grind over time. Lack of appreciation is why I don't even try. With decisions, a commitment, the decisions, a commitment. Had me all up in my feelings, love, blurring up my vision. But I still move in love, that's how a nigga's winning. I came to shine the light to niggas that's blind. I hit you with rhymes, a message divine. And I'm one of a kind, drinking water with key lime. This is my time, enjoy the ride. Cause I came from the shadows, but I found the light in the dark. Keep my third eye open and protecting my heart. This is spiritual war, watch how they influence your thoughts. All is mine is mental, through the mind is how to get you. They think for your reaction, they say lights, camera, action. Then the actors get the acting, then programming starts to happen. The you start reacting, excusing that they really just acting. See how the television to manipulate your decisions and have you all in your feelings. You can learn to see the truth or continue to believe the fiction. Start looking for the proof, stop believing what is given. They say Bible is the truth, yet it's man-made written. God is really inside of you. Sooner or later y'all would get it, but really my spirit came from the shadows. I'm here to battle the matrix and dismantle the program channels. Love the only law, to focus the fall. Gotta give your all like Kobe, how we ball. We gon' ball against the system that's built to make us fall. 10 toes down, be yourself, be firm and stand tall. You gon' crawl, you gon' walk, you gon' run, you gon' fall. Through the highs, through the lows, stay balanced through it all. The women, when they hear it, they wanna be all near it. They know I'm something different, my soul and aura is gifted. The eyes see I'm wide, she see a prize and want me in it. She down facing dogs, I get my nut in like I'm Kimmy. Even if I seduce ya, babe, you get no Kama Sutra unless you fuck my medulla and connect to my spirit. I manifest, you held it down, you hella solid. Shout out to you, a true goddess, my love for you forever. Listen, man, I got a message, got a woman, keep her close. You can when she not around, it hurt like shit. Gotta keep her smile, don't keep her frowning, just your crown and move forward. But if she a thought and that's it, then hit the switch and swerve on that. I got some game cruising in my lane. You niggas is lame. Y'all keep rapping about the same damn thing. This is some of that ism mixed with a lot of that wisdom. Truth is all I deliver. Work on the man in the mirror. The government is playing us. The swastika, it came from us. The Big Dipper is showing us. 4 seasons, look it up. Stars create the symbols. Vibration, the only rhythm. Monsanto trying to kill us. The food they giving fictitious. NASA lying about Earth and the universe. Invest in crypto. Be careful with the metaverse. We Aboriginal, Indigenous, America origins in this. We being chiefed. We Indians. It's already all up in us. It's coded in gematria, numbers and letters show us the truth. It's right in front of us. And see, the mushrooms gave me much room to consume psychedelic patterns, cause it's mind over matter. Not an ego, not a factor. Them illusions getting shattered, nigga. I came to shine a light to niggas that's blind. I hit you with rhymes, a message divine. And I'm one of a kind, drinking water with key limes. This is my time, enjoy the ride. Cause I came from the shadows, I'm here to battle the matrix and dismantle the program channels. Love the only law, too focused to fall. Gotta give your all like Kobe, how we ball.
Yeah.
What?
Yo.
Ugh, that was nasty right there. That was all pyro, nothing but fire.
For sure. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, I got a lot more coming, But yeah, that's it. That's how we gonna end it. I appreciate you, Sunkiss. I got you locked in, and I will. Yeah, I'll get in touch with you for sure. I'm gonna send you an email.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. All right, goddess of love, my dukes, gratitude. Appreciate you
You as
coming through.
well. You guys have a peaceful day.
You too.
Indeed. And I want to give a shout out to Mind's Eye, Sir Drop, all for tapping in as well. Shout out to the Bro Gods. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everyone that was watching, even if you didn't comment in the chat. Thank you to everybody. Peace and love. Heal thyself, know thyself, love thyself.